perfect 10. What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Oh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations.
Hey guys, it's me with another video. So today we're going to talk about Sephora or just makeup store hacks in general. So have you ever tried a product that you've bought that somebody suggested and it was great for them but it wasn't great for you and you end up having to return it, or you just keep it because you don't have time to return it or it's past the day of return? Well, I have something that will completely change your life and help, I think, tremendously. So for me as a makeup artist, I know the things that I look for, but sometimes even finding those products, they may not work for me. So I love to just test out products all the time. Now, I'm not a makeup artist that gets PR really. I really don't. And so I end up having to go to Sephora, Macy's, MAC, and just having to ask them for samples. So you can ask them for samples. If it's a concealer, if it's a foundation, a liquid foundation, you can do moisturizers, serums, anything that's liquidy, but I don't think they don't do any powdered foundations, or they don't do any powder eyeshadows or anything like that. But this really does save me time. So when you go to Sephora, you can ask them for up to 3 samples per day per person. So I went in to get my matte velvet powder foundation, the blurring powder foundation that I've talked about in my previous videos. And when I went, I wanted to know what color was in the liquid because they had changed the formulation and the numbers, the number system, so I wanted to know. So then I went in, she gave me a sample of my foundation color because she swatched it. I walked around and I saw if it oxidized or it didn't oxidize. And then I asked her for a sample because I wanted to make sure that if I wore it throughout the day, it didn't change anymore, or that it was the same result that I had before when I previously purchased it and loved it. And so on here, she puts the matte velvet by Makeup Forever, which is Moofy also. And then she put also the number that I am, and then she put the number that I am in the powder so that I could remember. And so I did eventually go back and pick up the powder because I still had a little bit of my foundation left from my old bottle, which I'm still using today. And then they give you this cute little bag that they put it in. Before, the bags looked like this, and I've actually, this is a face mask. I got a couple different face masks or moisturizers like this to see if it breaks me out or if it works for my skin. And if it doesn't, then you know it doesn't, and then you're not ending up buying it or returning it, and you have to go back to the store, and it's just a little bit of a hassle for you and also for the store, because then it takes away from their daily goal as well. So I like to keep that in mind. And then also, you can also get fragrance samples. Now, my husband was looking for a new cologne, and he didn't know which type of cologne he wanted. Before, he was using the Mont Blanc, which is what I purchased for him because I really liked it, and he wanted something new and fresh. So I told him, like, why don't we go to Sephora, they'll give you samples, and we'll be able to, you know, pick from there. And he actually thought I meant just like one of those little sticks that they just spray and they, like, you know, wave it around and then you smell it. But when he saw that it wasn't that type of sample, he was kind of shocked. And it was kind of funny because we did really have fun just spraying scents and seeing what we liked in the store. And that was a day that we didn't have the kids. My son was with my grandma and my mom, and then Gabriel was with his nurse. So it totally worked out that day. We had so much fun. And so it came in this little scent sampler at Sephora, and they give you these cute little spray bottles, and if you open them up, they look like this. You can keep them in your purse, in your pocket, or whatever, in your travel bag, and spray it. And then after using the whole thing, if that's what you like and it mixes with your natural scents, that's awesome. If not, toss it and then try another one. So he didn't have to spend money on getting something that he didn't like because he's a little on the picky side. But it really did help, and so he was really shocked to see that that's what they do nowadays. And I know that Ulta can give you samples, I know that Macy's gives you samples, Nordstrom gives you samples, but Sephora is kind of the main one I know that gives you samples. When I worked at MAC, we gave samples as well. But yeah, if you have any questions about the samples, if you have any questions about anything that has to do with this video or even any other video, or just a video that you want me to do in general, go ahead and comment down below. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Honey, I'm a perfect 10. What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Oh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head.